Others had severe internal injuries, including skull and chest damage. There were no external wounds matching the force of those injuries. One body was missing soft tissue in the facial area, likely due to natural decay in animals. Traces of radiation were found on some clothing. The injuries were compared to those seen in serious accidents, yet there was no evidence of a crash, fight, or avalanche directly hitting them. The official Soviet conclusion. In May 1959, the Soviet investigation was closed. The final report stated that the hikers died due to a compelling natural force that the hikers were unable to overcome. This vague explanation raised more questions than answers. Soon after, the case files were classified, and the area was closed to the public for several years, increasing suspicion and speculation. Major theories. Over the years, many theories have tried to explain what happened. Avalanche theory. A small delayed avalanche may have caused fear, forcing the group to flee the tent. Later studies suggested that even a slab avalanche could explain their panic and some injuries. However, the lack of typical avalanche signs remains controversial. 2. Military testing. Some believe the hikers witnessed secret Soviet weapons tests, such as parachute mines. Strange lights reported in the sky during that time support this idea, but no solid proof exists. 3. Infrasound effect. Certain wind patterns can create low-frequency sound waves that cause anxiety, confusion, and fear. This theory suggests the hikers panicked due to psychological effects rather than a physical threat. 4. Human error and extreme conditions. Extreme cold, darkness, exhaustion, and stress may have led to poor decisions. Once outside, hypothermia could have caused confusion and loss of coordination. Modern reinvestigations. In 2019-2020, Russian authorities reopened the case using modern science. They concluded that a natural avalanche-related event was the most likely cause. In 2022, additional simulations supported this idea, showing how snow movement could explain both panic and injuries. However, critics argue that some details, like radiation, missing clothing exchanges, and the calm footprints are still not fully explained. Why the mystery lives on. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains unresolved because all victims were experienced and rational hikers. Evidence supports multiple explanations but proves none completely. Official reports were vague and delayed. Key questions remain unanswered even today. This combination of real evidence, unanswered questions, and human tragedy has made Dyatlov Pass one of the world's most enduring unsolved mysteries. Conclusion. The Dyatlov Pass incident is not a myth or legend. It is a documented, real event involving young people who set out on a challenging adventure and never returned. Despite modern science offering reasonable explanations, absolute certainty remains impossible.